Batman must take off his mask and turn himself in. Oh, and every day he doesn't, people will die. Starting tonight. I'm a man of my word.
In The Dark Knight, by far one of my favourite scenes of not just that film, but in all of superhero film history, is the first meeting of Batman and the Joker, the interrogation scene. At first glance, the Joker is a crazed psychopath that thrives in chaos, and often this comes through with his dialogue and mannerisms, but in this scene is a complete masterclass of how to, with a scalpel, expertly dismantle another person and their sense of self and authority from the very foundation. So I want to look at it line by line to understand what's happening beneath the surface. This is In Between the Lines. Like and subscribe if you enjoy. Let's hop right in.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. You can't feel the neck. See?
Well, you'll notice right off the bat, no pun intended, it is immediately established that the typical way Batman gets his info, fear and violence, isn't going to work here. Joker has no fear, he has no relationships or anything to use against him, and ultimately this is a game for him, a game he thrives in. So what does he say?
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. You can't feel the neck. See?
The Joker just had his face shoved into a metal table and comes back up essentially telling Batman how to do what he's trying to do better. He is completely unreactive, setting the tone and frame for himself, acting as the one that's actually in control. To put it into perspective, Joker is currently locked in a precinct surrounded by cops, as well as the most feared crime fighter in the entire city. So feared, as Joker puts it.
I know why you're afraid to go out at night. The Batman.
But yet, he is completely unfazed. Something worth mentioning is, during this conversation, whenever Batman wants to take the conversation somewhere or state something, Joker is very quick to reframe or nullify what Batman is saying, even in the little things like right here.
You wanted me. Here I am.
I wanted to see what you'd do.
Batman is trying to state something about what Joker wants, and Joker is very quick to tell him, no, I wanted to see what you'd do. The point of this is not just taking away his control in the conversation, but also leaving a sense of being one step behind for Batman. For the first time, Batman can't get a read on someone. He hasn't dealt with someone like him before. All of this is being communicated without it being said.
I wanted to see what you'd do. And you didn't disappoint. You let 5 people die. Then, you let Dent take your place. Even to a guy like me, that's cold.
Where's Dent?
Those mob fools want you gone so they can get back to the way things were. But I know the truth. There's no going back. You've changed things. Forever.
Joker now proceeds to hammer on Batman's failures. Joker has a read on him, and what's worse is Joker is laughing and cracking jokes about the deaths he was able to cause due to Batman's failure to stop him, which is also the most interesting part. Joker is not enjoying the deaths of those people. In fact, I don't think he really cares. Joker is enjoying the fact that Batman failed to stop them from happening. Batman is the center of Joker's enjoyment, and if that wasn't obvious enough, just look at his next line.
You've changed things. Forever.
Then why do you want to kill me?
I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No. No, you complete me.
Now, to better understand what's going on in this dialogue, I think it's important to dive into Joker's philosophy. I've often seen people talk about Joker from this movie as being a psycho that just wants to watch the world burn, being explicitly what Alfred said.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
And I think it's often caricatured as a very simplistic view of Joker, as if he doesn't have any moral framework at all. And I think that's missing context and missing the point of his character. That what he does is just a very cut and dry kind of villain. And I actually don't think this is true, or at least entirely true. Joker is actually, in my opinion, a little more complex than even he lets on sometimes. When looking at some of his dialogue, more specifically in his stories or points in time when Joker is trying to persuade or manipulate, and also within his final plan / ace in the hole, there are very clear and common threads. So let's look at them. You've got the mob scene.
You're crazy. I'm not. No, I'm not.
You've got this one.
It won't work for a
don't we cut you up into little pieces and feed you to your pooches? And then we'll see how loyal a hungry dog really is.
You've got this one.
But why should I have all the fun? Let's give someone else a chance. If Coleman Reese isn't dead in 60 minutes, then I blow up a hospital.
You've got this one.
Come on, I want you to do it, I want you to do it. Come on, hit me, hit me, come on, hit me! Ah! Hit me!
This one.
If tomorrow I tell the press that like a gangbanger will get shot, or a truckload of soldiers will be blowing up, nobody panics. Because it's all part of the plan.
This one.
Not about money. It's about sending a message. Everything burns.
And obviously this one. So let's put these 7 moments into different groups, and let's look at these 3. What you'll notice in these 3 is these are a few of the only times you see Joker actually get a bit irritated and bothered by something or someone in a way that speaks to a hidden level of insecurity. Then in the other 4 moments, you will pick up a running theme exemplified perfectly by this moment.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message. Everything burns.
When Joker says everything burns, I don't think he is just talking about money or just destroying what he can physically. When he says everything burns, I think he's also quite clearly referring to principles and/or people's supposed morality. When Joker gets irritated when people call him crazy, it is because Joker doesn't think he is. Joker fundamentally believes that given the right circumstances, all of the morality that people use to put themselves above him goes out of the window, that people are full of shit. It's why it irritates him when people talk like he's crazy and beneath them. It's why his comparison of the deaths of gangbangers and soldiers as opposed to a mayor makes sense. It's why his big final plans don't have anything to do with him specifically pressing a button. It is putting the button in someone else's hands and watching them press it. It's why his ace in the hole, which actually worked pretty well to be honest, is corrupting the face of strong moral principles himself, Harvey Dent. And it's why Joker loves toying with Batman and wants Batman to kill him. Batman is one of the few people whose morality actually stands the tests that Joker inflicts. So when people talk about the Joker, he's described as chaos and wanting to watch the world burn, with the feeling being created, you know, he just does whatever he wants, and as Joker puts it,
I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things.
But this is fundamentally not true. And it's obvious if you just look at his actions and what he's doing. Joker has a goal. Joker moves with clear purpose. He has clearly and methodically planned so much of what he has done. Joker has a point he's trying to prove, with the end result of that being chaos. He is the agent of chaos. He himself is not chaotic. All this to say that in this moment, what happened at the beginning, laying the seeds of doubt and now trying to grow them into turning Batman against the people he protects, is all a part of this. If Batman caved to this, or if Batman killed Joker, there is nothing left but chaos, and Joker was right. Every symbol left for order or morality to follow is gone. And what's slightly frightening about this at this moment is you realise Joker has now gone almost uninterrupted for 30 seconds, and you get an ever-creeping sense that it might actually be kind of working.
These civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster.
And then,
I'm just ahead of the curve.
this is it. To me, this is when you realise that Joker, no matter how many body slams or punches came after, Joker is now in Batman's head, and just when you think it couldn't get much worse, he hits him with the kill shot.
So you're gonna have to play my little game if you want to save one of them.
But Joker doesn't say it.
You know, for a while there, I thought you really were a dent. The way you threw yourself after her.
Joker expertly leads him there himself. He could have just blatantly stated it, but the writers very clearly made an effort to make this hit so much harder, and you feel it when it hits Batman. And with the Joker theme growing ever so creepingly louder, you realise Batman was never in control here. Joker got everything he wanted, exactly the way he wanted it. Joker is a force unlike anything Batman has ever had to contend with, and not just that.
You'll have to choose.
No, not me. Why are you coming for me?
He gave him the wrong address. The person he wanted to save most is now dead. If there was ever a moment that could truly break a man and his spirit, it would be this, which was ultimately Joker's goal here. But obviously it didn't work because Batman's the GOAT.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.